That's not what I heard.
So worked up.
I've got no time for things like that.
I've heard no big deal.
That's the first I've heard of it.
No idea. You tell me.
Hey! I've got some special snapper claws for you.
My customer will be happy to hear that. I don't have the runestone here, but I know where it can be found. On your way from town to the inn, you'll pass under a bridge. There, in a cave, a friend of mine has deposited a runestone in a chest. Here's the key.
Show me your wares.
Was destroyed by Beliar. Adonal saw that this way nothing could exist at all. No light and no dark. And so he set himself between his brothers in order to reconcile their dispute.
You can't do anything about it.
And there's more, believe me.
And that's the truth.
I've been to the Valley of Mines.
And? How's the situation there?
The mines are all depleted. There's barely more than a few chests full of ore. It's hardly worth digging for that.
That can't be true. That means I'm ruined.
What about our deal?
Now, about your reward. Here, take this runestone.
Nobody wants to know.
That was obvious all along.
I've got no time for things like that.
You can't rely on that.
He really didn't deserve that.
Business.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
It's a bad business.
Even as a magician, you cannot stop us. There he is. We shall get you.
Hey! How's your farm?
I can't stand it anymore. All of a sudden, these fellows in black hoods showed up and posted themselves on the road and on my farm. Spent a long time talking to Vino, and then they disappeared with him. A short time later, my wife took deathly ill again. She spends most of the time just lying in bed. And that happens to her frequently. I'm falling apart here.
Have you talked to the men in black?
Sure. There was no way to prevent it. I think they're looking for someone.
Why don't you do anything about those black robes?
Well, I'd surely love to, but I saw how they burned one of the townspeople alive. Just like that. Why should I risk my life?
Why don't you take your wife to the healer?
We ought to go to the city to see Vatras about it. But I won't budge an inch from my farm as long as things are so chaotic here.
I don't believe this is gonna change.
Good thing you're here. You need to help me.
I've got my own opinion about that.
I never knew
What
that.
is this about?
A lot of things have changed since I left here.
That would be a problem.
I have to get back on my feet somehow.
What's the problem?
I have to get into the upper quarter. But I'm not a citizen of the town, and I don't have enough money to bribe the guards. That's where you come in.
So you want me to lend you some gold?
Nonsense. I've got some gold. A whole lot of gold, even. Unfortunately, I don't have it with me. You need to go fetch my gold for me.
Change.
What's in it for me?
Have I ever asked you what you could give me in return? We're friends. Shouldn't that be enough?
I wouldn't be so sure.
Okay, I'll help you.
I've hidden a small fortune in the Valley of the Mines. I was going to go and get it, but unfortunately there's a bunch of orcs hanging out near the stash. To cut a long story short, you must go to the Valley of Mines for me and fetch my gold.
I'm no better off.
Where's the gold hidden?
Directly at the trading square, above the abandoned mine. It's in a leather satchel. But don't forget to check that it's the right one, so you don't walk all that way for nothing.
How can I recognize it?
It's full of gold. A whole lot of gold.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
Where did you get all that gold?
Am I the only one, then, who put some gold aside for himself in the Valley of Mines? Filching a few nuggets was a piece of cake, just in case we ever got out of there.
I knew that would be a problem.
I agree with
I'll
you
try to find your gold.
Just do it. That's enough for me.
Listen to me.
That's been known a long time.
Don't say you didn't know that.
That's been known a long time.
And Enos, in his wisdom, did so.
Lobart's wife Hilda is sick.
What? Again? The good woman should take better care of herself. One hard winter and she won't be with us anymore. All right. I will give her a medicine to reduce the fever. Oh, and while you're at it, you might as well drop it off with her.
I've got this feeling of trepidation.
You don't look well either. You were subjected to the black look of the Seekers for too long. All I can heal is your body, but only the monastery can purify your soul. Speak to Pyrakar. He will help you.
Can you heal me?
Adanos, bless this body. Free it of its wounds and strengthen it with new life.
I'd have gone about it differently.
That was quite obvious.
change.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
Watch out for your farm.
I'll try.
What's up?
Aren't you feeling well?
No, not at all. I've got this awful fever again. I should really go and see the town healer, but I'm too weak for that.
Can I help?
It would be wonderful if you could go to Vatras and get me my medicine. He'll know what is to be done. I can't do it anymore.
I've got your medicine.
Really, our society needs more people like you. Thank you so much. I hope that these few coins are enough.
Wait a minute. What are you doing here? I thought you were headed across the pass.
I just can't go on. Let me rest for a minute. I'll manage. Don't worry.
If you say so.
Just a little break. There's another of those scummy, beastless monster around.
Who said that?
Hey, I don't get it. You entered the monastery. What's it like there?
Different.
I can imagine.
Any news?
You could say so. The paladins have arrested Bennett, our smith.
How did that happen?
Bennett went to town to buy supplies. Well, he never came back. If you want to learn more, you should ask Hodges. He was in the city with Bennett.
Anything's possible.
Will it ever change?
That only caused more trouble.
That was obvious all along.
Really, how interesting.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Hey!
He really didn't deserve that.
It's not what I heard.
I found your gold.
Great.
Mustn't believe
Show
everything
me.
you hear.
Very good. Gerbrant had better watch out
I
now.
can't help him.
Listen, I still need to take care of the guards. I want you to take this letter to
It's been
Gerbrant.
known a long time.
He is one of the fat merchants in the upper quarter.
I knew that
Give
would
him
be
my
a problem.
regards. I'll meet you in front of Gerbrandt's house
Doesn't
then.
surprise me.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
That doesn't surprise me.
I don't believe this is gonna change.
That doesn't surprise me.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
That's the first I've heard of it.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
So why won't they listen to me?
Diego says hello,
What? Who? What Diego?
and he wants me to give you this letter.
That can't be. No. I'm a goner. Is he in town then?
Who?
Diego, of course.
Yes, I'm gonna meet him here shortly.
Oh, this is the end then. All is lost. I've got no time. I need to get out of here. Quick! If he finds me here, I'm done for.
I can't believe that.
I can't rely on it.
Is it really true?
You should really have known better.
Hey!
I delivered the letter.
Very good. How did Gerbrand take it?
He was rather shocked and made himself scarce right away.
I should think so. I'm afraid that, first of all, I need to attend to furnishing my new house. If I remember correctly, Gerbrandt's taste is horrible.
So how did you pull this off?
Did you think that Gerbrandt came by his fortune through honest business? Of course, he never got his fingers dirty when it came to really shady deals. He had a helper for that. Of course, I caught on to a lot back then. Gerbrandt finally got rid of me. He was probably afraid that I knew too much.
You never told me about that.
You never asked me.
What about Gerbrand?
He has enjoyed the good life for far too long. He was living here in the lap of luxury while I was forcing down meat bug stew. I have no idea where he went from here, but he'll never get a foothold in Corinthus again. I'll see to that. If you're looking for him, you should try the Harbor District.
What about my share?
Looks like you haven't forgotten everything I've taught you after all. But you're right. I couldn't have done it without you. Here's your share.
Can you teach me something?
Yeah, sure. Just let me know when you're ready.
How's business?
Lousy. Somebody should have told me that Corinus has gone to the dogs in the meantime.
That's no news. I've only known the city like this.
You should have seen it a few years ago. You would have liked it then.
Really didn't deserve that.
I'm not telling you anything new.
He didn't get that from me.
Hey, you!
There you are again.
You wanted mushrooms? I've got a few murky mushrooms here.
Ah, those are the best. Well done. Here's your gold.
And here are some of the others.
These are not quite as good as murky mushrooms, but I'll take them anyway.
And so he set himself between his brothers in order to reconcile their dispute, and he did not succeed.
That's terrible. Who says things like that? Honestly, I witnessed it myself. Go away.
My master shall destroy you. Your pathetic parlor magic cannot save you. Even as a magician, you cannot stop us. There he is.
Did anything else happen?
My sheep keep disappearing. Soon I won't be able to feed us anymore.
Is there any other news?
Someone keeps stealing my sheep lately. I haven't been able to sleep properly for nights.
How many sheep are you missing?
It must be at least 3 that have disappeared now.
Who could have done that?
I've got a hunch about that. Some really nasty fellows have settled into the caves over in the forest. I find it hard to believe that they're living on berries. I'm almost certain that's where my sheep are disappearing to.
come with me. I found the sheep rustlers. You were right. Those fellows in the forest cave did it. They'll never steal sheep from you again.
Thank you, noble servant of Innos. Take this as a small token of thanks for the selfless favor you did for me. Very good. Here's a few gold coins. I hope it's enough.